number of fronts, new politics is looking decidedly old because, let's be honest about it, what's going on here today is that women's reproductive rights are essentially being sacrificed in a political game. That's what it is. It's a game so that people who are actually opposing this bill can pretend that they're not. It's pathetic, and to be honest with you, it's never the way this House has done business. It's setting an incredibly dangerous precedent, which has already been replicated now with the fracking bill. People get elected into here to make decisions. Make a decision, stand by that decision and man up. I think it's absolutely disgraceful, the manoeuvring that went on from the government benches today. And here we are, in essence, with another Irish solution to an Irish problem, another monument to the hypocrisy of us on this issue. But I think people have reached a turning point. They really have got to the stage of no more. Now, I probably moved the first bill of these types of bills, but I'm very glad that this is probably going to be the last one, because a repeal of the Eighth Amendment will be delivered. Probably not because of your government, but most definitely in spite of it. Because ordinary citizens, young and old, time and again, have demonstrated that they're not prepared to continue imposing extra hardship, extra stigma, extra financial strain on women with crisis pregnancies, forcing them to go to the extra expense of travelling, leaving behind their support network, sometimes being too sick to travel, having later abortions, more stress leaving their children behind, organising for the remains of a much wanted child to be brought home in the boot of a car. And for what? Only to preserve the lie that there are no Irish abortions. Of course there are Irish abortions, and they're pretty much the same as the abortions that go on in every other country. 1 in 10 Irish women. Many people in this House, servant deputies, staff, their sisters, their mothers, their partners, have all had abortions. And pretending that that's not the case actually is the modern version of the mentality that said, there's no sex on in Ireland, so lock up your women behind the walls of the Magdalen laundries. And that attitude has no place in a modern Ireland, where tolerance, compassion and kindness actually are the bywords of people who recognise that actually it's not a black and white issue. And the best people to make the decision in those not black and white circumstances are the women who are faced with that decision. Abortion is a normal part of the reproductive lives of women the world over. It's a normal part of the reproductive lives of Irish women. For God's sake, can we end the hypocrisy, get rid of the amendment? And why do we need to put in restrictions? Our abortion is governed by the 1967 British Act, so we might as well bring that here anyway.